Okay, this is a good example of one of the don'ts, and it's just a precaution, but it may make life easier for you. So we've got a Cat 6 or Cat 5 cable the electrician ran, and a coax cable right here. But you can see, first thing they did is they put it right across a joist right here on this 2x4. It's a natural place for another contractor to step. And these are only 23 gauge conductors in here. If you pinch one of them and break it, you're going to be chasing ghosts forever because you're going to think your security camera's bad. Then you're going to check your video recorder. And then after you finally are tired of all of that, you're going to throw a tester on this cable and find out one of the conductors is bad and have to pull a whole new cable. So let's keep the cables up, stapled to joists and things where people don't step. That way you'll never have a problem. Here's the other, don't do it. He's got it crossing 120 volt power wire. Let's not do that because the crosstalk that induces on this cable could cause you problems down the road. You may never figure it out. Okay, we want to point out another don't, and this is it right here. We did this on purpose, but we ran multiple cables across this truss connector right here, this big metal plate. And it's very sharp. And the problem is, you'll see this a lot in construction. It's a natural V right here where the cables settle into. The problem is the weight of the cables coming down over time could cut into the cable and cause you problems. And so these are the kinds of problems we want to stay away from. And there's a very simple solution here is all we do, I just took a tie wrap right here, stapled it to the stud. We bring the cables up and we just tie wrap it up above that plate so it's not a problem anymore. Now we leave some slack here so we can run more cables through this and stay away from this plate. Now that plate has no chance of cutting into the cables and we've got a good install. All right, now we've got two 1-inch holes right through the top of the stud here, so we'll easily be able to bring all 13 camera cable wires down. We'll run them along this stud and bring them out a finished plate at the bottom. Okay, so now we've brought our cables down the inside of this stud. We've stayed away from power lines so that we don't have any crosstalk. We put a rough-in ring right here and brought our cables out. Now the drywall, when they put the drywall up, they'll just etch around this and that'll become like a regular electrical outlet, except it's just our cables coming out. And then we use a finish plate like this. We get these at Home Depot. They're a couple of bucks. They'll let you bring multiple cables through the hole there. And so we can bring all 13 cables through here and have a nice finished look on the wall. Now we're not terminating the cables right here and then using patch cords to come up to the video recorder. We think it's a bad idea because all you're doing is introducing more splice points where you could have a problem with the connection.